Hey guys, welcome back to Selah Homestead. Today is a Thursday, and for me, that's the last day of my work week. I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays, so this is basically the start of my weekend. So I just want to show you some of the things that I'm gonna get done today. Just got back from a Sam's trip, had a small haul. I had to pick up some things for an event at church, and so while I was there, I picked up a few things for us here as well. So I'm going to show you some of those things, what we're going to do with them, and just kind of take you along with me for the rest of my day. Currently, I have sourdough bread going in the oven, and I like to get these 10-pound boxes of restaurant-style bacon at Sam's, and then I bring it home, I take it, and I repackage it, vacuum pack it, and freeze it. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, you shouldn't be eating that bacon. Well, this is kind of just where we are right now. We don't have the ability to raise our own pork at the moment, so it is what it is. My kids love some bacon, so we're gonna package this up and put it in the freezer for those days that they just want some bacon. Who doesn't want bacon, right? So what I do with these is I just basically take 2 sheets worth, fold it, and then fold it again. And we're gonna put them into these vacuum pack bags. And it comes out to about between 14 ounces and a pound. And so I'll end up with 10 packs to put in the freezer and a few strips that'll be left over possibly, and we'll just heat those up and eat them tonight. And there we go, one down. All right, so it takes about a minute for each pack of bacon to vacuum seal. So while that is going on between each pack, I'm gonna work on a couple other things. So I'm gonna get this bacon on sheet pans, and we're gonna get that in the oven as soon as that bread is out. And so we can have bacon that I'm gonna chop up to use in a salad tonight. And got a few more things to get done. All right, bread is out. We upped the temperature to 375, turned the convection on, and bacon is going in. How long? Not sure. I'll check it in about 15, 20 minutes. In case you were wondering, this is our makeshift child locks for drawers that don't do the greatest job, but hey, they'll do. Jayani is a little rambunctious and likes to get into things, so we do everything we can to lock things up. All right, next project is I'm gonna take some leftover bread from our last batch of bread and cut it up to throw in the oven to make some croutons and also to make some breadcrumbs with. I love having 2 ovens so much. So while bacon's going in one oven, I'm going to put this chunked up bread into the oven to start to get it to kind of dry out and to make breadcrumbs with. So I'm gonna heat it. I have it preheating, but I'll have it cook at 300 degrees until it gets crispy, and then I'll put it in the food processor. All right, bacon's done, and the kids have already jumped into it. There may not be bacon left for salad tonight, and that's okay. Is that bacon good?
Yeah. I can smell the bacon all the way from my room. I want bacon.
All right, you can have some. Y'all have at it. It's literally been like less than 3 minutes.
Hi.
And the only thing it seems that they like as much as bacon is sourdough bread, fresh out of the oven. Half down. Half a loaf gone. All right, so we're gonna make some croutons. I'm going to pour some olive oil in here and stir it up really good. Kind of coat them all with the olive oil. All right, olive oil, spread on the pan. It's a little more crowded than what I would like, but it is what it is. I'm gonna sprinkle it with salt. Garlic powder. And Italian seasoning. All right, sticking that into the oven, about 275 with the convection on. All right, got the toasted bread. It's nice and crisp. Put it in the food processor and there we go. Some nice breadcrumbs. All right, so breadcrumbs. Going to add some salt to that. Italian seasoning. Garlic powder. Well, granulated garlic. And some onion powder. Hey, Jay. Grab a whisk. And we're gonna mix that together really good. All right, and here we go. Actually, this is gonna be a mess unless I use two hands. And there we go, 1 jar of Italian breadcrumbs ready to roll. All right, and we also have our homemade croutons from our sourdough bread right out the oven and cooled off. And we're gonna put this into this jar to store it. Our little Jedi's playing around, but in the meantime, got a jar, half-gallon jar full of croutons that we're gonna store. And I've got a little bit left, enough for us to throw into our salad tonight. Might as well have croutons in it since we can't have bacon in it. All right, the kids love ranch dressing, so for our salad tonight, I'm gonna make a quick and easy ranch dressing, starting by making my own mayo. So I'm starting with a cup of avocado oil, then I'm going to add 1 room temperature egg. All right, egg is in place. Next, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of mustard. I prefer to use a Dijon mustard, but I am out apparently. So I'm gonna use some yellow mustard. I'm just not gonna use a full tablespoon of that. So maybe about half a tablespoon. Then about a teaspoon of lemon juice. Fresh is best, but we worked with what we got. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there as well. All right, now we're gonna take the emulsion blender and let it do its magic. If you've never done this before, this is so easy. So I'm just gonna take the emulsion blender, put that in and watch. I'm gonna mix that a little bit more, and then we're on to our next step to make our dressing. All right, so lesson learned, if you do not have Dijon mustard, use even less of the yellow mustard. I'm really not a fan of the yellow mustard, and this is really not that bad, but it has a stronger mustardy taste than I would like, but it's gonna be fine once we're done putting everything in for this dressing. So next I'm going to add some sour cream. This is actually sour cream that we made using kefir. It is so easy to do. I'm gonna do a video on that later. But basically I took, in this container, 1 cup of cream, a heavy whipping cream, and then 2 tablespoons of kefir. And then I let it sit on the counter for about a day and a half until it got to the sour taste that I like for it. And there we go. You ready? So I'm gonna add the sour cream in. I'm gonna use a few tablespoons of the Azure Standard Ranch seasoning mix to make our dressing, and also a couple of tablespoons of milk. All right, so this is done, and it's actually really good. The mustardy flavor in the ranch actually tastes great. So we're gonna put this in a mason jar and store in the fridge. All right, salad is complete, so dinner's ready. Got one more chore. All right, last chore of the night is to water the garden. I am going to first look around and see what's kind of going on, what's growing, and then I'm gonna water it and we'll be done. This is our first sunflower starting to bloom, so that's exciting. We've got lots of sunflowers planted, but that's our first one showing its face. A couple of zucchini, a couple of eggplants starting here. Our first zinnia. And we've got green tomatoes all over the garden. So I'm just waiting for them to turn red. Thankful for a friend of ours who gave us some red tomatoes that we put in the salad tonight, but pretty soon we'll have our own. All right, time to water. Well, this beautiful girl moseyed on to the homestead. All right, so these kids must be starving today. This is kind of funny, kind of not, but so Megan and I went out to water the garden, and Megan was feeding the quail, and Megan and I served the kids before we went out. But we had not served ourselves. Well, apparently the kids came and served more and more and more. And this is what's left for Megan and I for dinner tonight. What do you have to say for yourselves? It's okay, it's okay.
What did I do?
You didn't do anything, bud.
What did do?
Y'all did nothing bad. Y'all ate a bunch of vegetables, and that's good. So after a long day, or a long evening, eating something heavy really wasn't something we wanted to do anyway. So protein shake for the win. All right, that's a wrap. Day's done. Time to get ready for bed so we can start it up all over again at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So thanks guys for watching a typical Thursday afternoon here at Selah Homestead. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching.